Tonight we mecken history, Drake declare, him voice trembling with emotion. We gwine show the world Canada a force for reckon wid. We gwine take America by storm and prove once and for all that we ain't to be underestimated. Chapter 1. The Rise of Two Titans. In an alternate reality, two of hip-hop's biggest icons have ascended to unprecedented power. Kendrick Lamar, the fearless and revolutionary President of the United States, rules with a blend of intellect, street smarts, and poetic justice. His leadership has transformed the White House into the ultimate battleground for truth and lyrical supremacy. North of the border, Drake, the President of Canada, runs his country like a melodramatic mixtape. Despite his chart-topping hits and smooth persona, Drake's governance is riddled with emotional outbursts and petty grudges, his constant need for validation and sensitivity to criticism earn him the nickname the Crybaby of the North. Chapter 2. Brewing Tensions. The world watches as tensions escalate between these two powerful leaders. Kendrick's America thrives on authenticity and resilience, while Drake's Canada is steeped in emotional theatrics and high school drama. The media amplifies their rivalry, turning it into a spectacle that captivates the globe. Chapter 3. Drake's Jealousy. Drake's jealousy for Kendrick's street credibility reaches its peak when Kendrick drops a new album that is hailed as a masterpiece of poetic justice. Feeling overshadowed and desperate for recognition, Drake decides to take drastic action. He convenes a secret meeting with his advisors, plotting an audacious attack on America. Chapter 4. The Attack. Under the cover of night, Drake's forces launch a surprise assault on the United States. The attack, more reminiscent of a reality TV show than a military operation, involves elaborate theatrics and over-the-top displays. Drake himself appears on the front lines, delivering tearful speeches and dramatic declarations. Chapter 5. Kendrick's Response. Kendrick, unbothered by Drake's melodramatics, quickly rallies his forces. His response is swift, precise, and devastating. The streets of America, already buzzing with anticipation, erupt in support of their fearless leader. Kendrick's speeches, laced with poetic justice and raw truths, inspire the nation to stand strong against the Canadian invasion. Chapter 6. The Battle. The ensuing battle is a clash of styles and strategies. Kendrick's forces, grounded in reality and resilience, easily outmaneuver Drake's emotional theatrics. The urban landscape becomes the backdrop for a war that is as much about ideology as it is about territory. Kendrick's troops, inspired by his fearless leadership, fight with unwavering determination. Chapter 7. Drake's Meltdown. As the battle rages on, Drake's insecurities come to the fore. His attempts to emulate Michael Jackson's charisma fall flat, highlighting his vulnerabilities. The Canadian forces, disillusioned by their leader's emotional instability, begin to falter. Drake's tearful declarations and public meltdowns become fodder for the media, further eroding his credibility. Chapter 8. The Turning Point. The turning point comes when Kendrick, embodying the spirit of Prince, delivers a stirring speech that galvanizes his forces and demoralizes Drake's troops. His words, a blend of cutting diss tracks and profound truths, resonate deeply with both his supporters and his enemies. The tide of the battle shifts decisively in favor of America. Chapter 9. Victory and Aftermath. In the aftermath of the battle, Kendrick's victory is complete. Drake, humiliated and defeated, is forced to retreat back to Canada. The urban legend of Kendrick's triumph over Drake's sob story becomes a part of hip-hop folklore. America, under Kendrick's fearless leadership, emerges stronger and more united than ever. Chapter 10. Reflection. Kendrick reflects on the war and its lessons. His resilience and authenticity have triumphed over Drake's emotional theatrics, solidifying his place as the ultimate MC and leader of the free world. The streets of America, inspired by his example, continue to thrive and grow. Epilogue. The legend lives on. Years later, the story of the urban war between Kendrick Lamar and Drake remains a powerful legend. It is a tale of resilience, authenticity, and the unbreakable spirit of the streets. As new generations rise, they look to Kendrick's example as a beacon of hope and inspiration, knowing that true strength lies in staying true to oneself, no matter the odds. Chapter 4. The Attack. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the Canadian border. Drake stood at the forefront of his troops, his face a mask of determination and desperation. His heart pounded in his chest as he surveyed his army, each soldier clad in immaculate uniforms, designed more for style than combat. Drake's plan was audacious, if not slightly absurd. He intended to conquer America not through brute force, but through sheer spectacle. "Tonight we make history," Drake declared, his voice trembling with emotion. "We will show the world that Canada is a force to be reckoned with. We will take America by storm and prove once and for all that we are not to be underestimated." His speech, though impassioned, lacked the gravitas needed to inspire true courage. His troops shifted uneasily, their confidence wavering, but Drake was oblivious to their doubts. He was too consumed by his own need for validation, too blinded by jealousy of Kendrick's street credibility. With a dramatic flourish, Drake signalled for the attack to begin. Fireworks erupted into the night sky, illuminating the border with vibrant colours. It was a display more suited for a concert than a military operation. The Canadian forces advanced, their movements choreographed to the beat of Drake's latest hit single. Across the border, Kendrick Lamar stood in the Oval Office, watching the spectacle unfold on a large screen. A smile tugged at the corner of his lips. He had anticipated Drake's move, knowing that his rival's penchant for drama would lead to such theatrics. Kendrick's confidence was unwavering. He knew that his forces, grounded in reality and resilience, were more than ready to counter the Canadian invasion. "Let's show them what we're made of," Kendrick said, turning to his advisors. "Let's show them the power of poetic justice." His words ignited a spark in his team. They moved with precision and purpose, mobilizing the American forces with a sense of urgency and determination. The streets of America buzzed with anticipation, the people rallying behind their fearless leader. As the Canadian forces crossed the border, they were met with an unexpected resistance. Kendrick's troops, blending seamlessly into the urban landscape, launched a series of counterattacks. The contrast between the two armies was stark. While Drake's forces moved like performers on a stage, Kendrick's troops fought with the grit and determination of true warriors. Drake, caught off guard by the ferocity of the American defense, struggled to maintain his composure. His attempts to rally his troops with emotional speeches fell flat. The Canadian forces, disillusioned by their leader's instability, began to falter. Kendrick watched the chaos unfold with a sense of satisfaction. His strategy, rooted in authenticity and resilience, was proving to be superior. He knew that this was not just a battle of armies, but a battle of ideologies. Kendrick's America, grounded in truth and justice, was triumphing over Drake's melodramatic Canada. As the night wore on, it became clear that the Canadian invasion was doomed to fail. Kendrick's forces, inspired by their leader's unwavering confidence, pressed their advantage. Drake's troops, demoralized and disheartened, began to retreat. By dawn, the battle was over. Kendrick's victory was complete. Drake, humiliated and defeated, was forced to retreat back to Canada. The streets of America erupted in celebration, the people hailing Kendrick as their hero. In the aftermath of the battle, Kendrick stood before the nation, delivering a speech that would go down in history. His words, a blend of poetic justice and raw truth, resonated deeply with his people. "Tonight we have shown the world the power of resilience and authenticity," Kendrick declared. "We have proven that true strength lies in staying true to oneself, no matter the odds. This is our victory, and it is a victory for all those who believe in justice and truth." The legend of Kendrick's triumph over Drake's emotional theatrics became a part of hip-hop folklore, a tale of resilience and authenticity that would inspire generations to come.
Thanks for watching Nightlight Tales, where nightlight stories come to life. Join us for random tales perfect for a cozy night in. Subscribe for a dose of storytelling magic. On this channel, Nightlight Tales, the word tales is interpreted as 1. Stories or narratives. Tales is a playful spelling of tales, indicating the channel shares various stories. 2. Unique and memorable. The spelling gives a unique twist, making the channel name more memorable. 3. Theme connection. It connects well with the theme of storytelling, especially in a way that feels less formal and more intriguing. The overall name suggests a collection of stories that might be told around at your house, gatherings, sleepovers, even short or long car rides, or even a campfire at night, adding to the eerie, thrilling, and sometimes humorous nature of the content.